Lucky? Hey. Hey. Lucky, it's time to wake up. We're live. We're live. Lucky. You gonna tell people hi? No? Okay. He doesn't want to say hi, folks. Sorry. How you doing? Welcome in. So, for those coming in, we were just over with Adrian and Ruth. Thank you for having us over at RV Life with Adrian and Ruth. I think I got it all right this time.
I'm Yanai.
I'm Travis. Hi.
Hi. Oops.
I thought I turned your volume down.
You see, that's not only me thing.
Apparently, your phone didn't want to turn down its volume. So, there you have it.
So
Hi.
hey.
Because some of you all may be missing this because I did have to change the time because I messed up the times because I did not do my Eastern to Central conversions correctly the right way. I went one way and I should have gone the other way. So I know this was originally set up for like 2 hours from now. So yeah, we're a little bit earlier, but that does work out for our schedule better anyway, because I did want to do this right after that we got the interview done so we could get everything done and high and in on the regular. So we are here, well, most of us.
We are welcoming
We're surrounded
new people to our channel.
Thank you for everybody new coming in.
Like playing outside after 50. He just subscribed.
I need to go get my glasses now that I actually really have to read for us.
So we got Lindy. Howdy, Yanai and Travis. Hey. We got Mike B Images. Hey guys, where are you right now? We are in Texas. We're spending holidays here in Texas because my oldest daughter is here. We are about to be grandma and grandparents. Hi Ivan. Todo bien. So we are going to be grandparents next month, and of course I have to be here for baby shower. My daughter was anxious to be here, for me to be here, and I was like, okay, we are spending holidays in Texas. This is our baby Milo. Thank you, Mike.
He says what?
Hi,
You said
baby
Milo. I'm here.
Love you, baby.
Eat the baby.
Ruth and Adrian. Aw, thank you guys for the invitation. We have so much fun over there. And yes, hi Marianne. Hello again. Yep.
Why do I feel? Pardon me for one moment, folks. Ha! There was something there.
So we are in our second grandchild. It's due November 17th.
Ours is due on the 16th.
Yeah.
Yeah, ours is due on the 16th.
Sonrisa and Snapshot. Hello everyone from the Poconos.
Poconos.
RV with just congratulations. Thank you. Yeah, we're gonna be grandparents and we are so excited. Which this week is baby shower week, and we are into decorations and details and oh my god, all kind of stuff that comes with baby shower. We might need to meet and celebrate. Of course. Oh my god, yes. I always like meeting people and celebrating whatever. No. We just have the baby shower last weekend. Well, okay, so what happened was we were supposed to be having a meetup in Kansas. When we found out that she was pregnant, we were set up for having a meetup in Kansas, which at the end we had the meetup because our transmission
we were set for meetup in Kansas, and then we were technically supposed to go to Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg Pigeon Forge.
Yes.
And then we were eventually going to be coming back through no, actually we were then going to be going north for upper northeast for the fall and holidays, and then found out she was pregnant, so we started canceling things.
Yeah, so we set up this baby shower for the 21st, so like, okay, we got time to do whatever and be there in time. How long we have been full time?
We have been full-time now for over 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been full-time for over 2 years now.
Yeah. Full-time. We don't have no home base. We have our domicile is our daughter's address. Everything goes there, but we are out and about. We are from everywhere.
We would not be in Texas right now if she wasn't pregnant.
Yeah.
Like, I literally told her, I said, it's her fault that I'm in Texas right now. I'm not supposed to be in the heat. I'm supposed to be in cool weather.
Yeah.
Everywhere else we were supposed to be, they were wearing sweats, sweatpants, definitely wearing socks, jackets, you know, whole 9 yards and everything. I'm sitting here in shorts and t-shirt because it's hot as heck outside.
The biggest challenge, I think so far, it has been the mechanical stuff of the RV. Other than, you know, adjusting at the beginning, founding
and that's only because we're full-time, and so we can't, there's only some tools you can't carry.
For the new people in our channel, we have had two big breakdowns in the RV so far.
About one per year, basically.
Yeah, the big one was in Washington. It told me. It was 12 days.
Okay, it was 12 days, but I don't know. Technically between the two issues, what we just did and took care of was a bigger issue. Yeah. It's just that with where we were, we didn't have the tools with where we were, and the guy that was taking care of it underestimated what it was going to be necessary, and also had other prior arrangements that he had already had scheduled for regular type things to deal with. So our repairs were delayed by him also having to deal with the other stuff as well.
Hi, Perrin.
What's up, Perrin?
So our second breakdown was in Kansas. We were in the casino and we suddenly found out that we don't have reverse in the RV, and I was like, oh my god, what are we gonna do now? So long story short, if you go back to our videos, you're gonna see all the transmission.
We rebuilt our transmission.
And I say we because I was having grease on my hands. I went down the RV. I helped. So we did that. Although he was the mastermind behind everything.
I bet it is nice on the Outer Banks. I bet it is.
For the people new in our channel, we don't have a type of show. We just open. No,
I thought we did.
We open our live stream. We talk with the people. We have fun. We laugh.
I thought our way was totally right here. Look, y'all, shenanigans. That's it.
We go with the flow. Here and there, we kind of do something, you know, out of our, you know,
we'll get back into scheduling regular typed shows, you know, but it is what it is.
That's why I decided to transition to a truck trailer.
Truck and trailer.
Who are the
well,
people?
I mean, but the thing is like, even with having, you know, a truck and a trailer, okay, we have people and friends who have truck and trailer or truck and fifth wheel, and have been dealing with either the truck having an issue or the trailer, you know, fifth wheel having an issues, to where they were still immobilized into a city just the same way that we have been, by it being, you know, a motorhome.
No, do not feel left out, Daryl. We love you.
What's up, Daryl?
Have you been to the Florida Keys? No, we have not.
No, we were supposed to this past year, but we ended up meeting up with some people and did not.
Long story short, my son got a.
She blames our son for everything.
So we start following all of our friends, and you know, so long story short,
we made some friends. We changed plans. That they have kids the same age, and you know, one of our kids ended up in a relationship, and so we didn't get quite as far south in Florida as what we had planned on. But we had planned for after we went to a meetup called Schoolie Swarm in Melrose, and then after that we were supposed to work our way down the East Coast, down to the Keys, and then come back up on the West Coast side and then work from there. But it didn't happen.
But it didn't happen.
Didn't happen.
like we are, you know, if we change plans, we don't get mad. We go with the flow. We have more than days to go back. We so far every state that we have stopped or camped or whatever, we haven't done everything because we always have an excuse to go back and do something.
Yeah, and that's, Mike, that's, you know, there are advantages and disadvantages to every platform. And that's one of the things, like what we try to tell folks that think about doing the lifestyle or doing a hybrid of the lifestyle, that look, you know, some folks say, oh, I can't live that, you know, it's way too expensive. Have you, you know, my answer to some of those folks that say those things, that are living in sticks and bricks, you know, have you done your calculations? Have you really paid attention to what you pay for roof repairs, water repairs, lawn maintenance, you know, all of those things that you do, you know, fixing your lawnmower and all that stuff, and how it adds up and everything? It's no different. You know, things can happen on the road in this life just the same as can happen being in sticks and bricks, you know. And that's, don't ever, I tell somebody, don't ever let the thought of what the expense could be the decision as to why you can't do this lifestyle, tiny living, versus in a big sticks and bricks house. You know, it's working on a budget. You figure out the budget to live in a sticks and bricks, whether you're in a big, you know, 6-bedroom house with a 12 acres or whatever, or if you're in a 1-bedroom studio apartment. You know, like, no matter what you're doing, you have to work off of a budget. Same as this.
So before full time, we were here in Texas for like 5 years, 4 years.
We were here in Houston. We moved to Houston September of 2018.
Yeah.
And then we, you know, with just over a year, then made the decision to start renovations, because we started, you know, talking about doing the renovations the end of 2019, after we got married. And so, yeah, and then within, you know, by 2020, end of 2020, we were finalizing some stuff.
She said that's true, because our transmission went while we were pulling our toy holder up in a long mountain last year. Mountain, that's what.
Yeah.
You can check out that video.
The little heart thing. Yeah, I can't read it.
Well, we were supposed to. Okay, so we said, okay, we're gonna hit Kansas, and then after that, we are going to go ahead of schedule to come here to Texas. Well, apparently the universe had another plans for us, that we spend a month in Kansas,
in the Kansas City area.
We hop from casino to casino, and then after that, some friends that we have over there says, hey, you guys can come over here, you're more than welcome to stay here as long as you need. And thank God, because of that, we could fix our transmission. We dropped it was a week process.
Had a nice big garage. I was able to do everything inside, so we could fully lay everything out the way I needed to really be organized, and make it work.
Yeah. What has been your favorite place? Mine is Michigan. I love Michigan area. What about yours, baby?
I don't know. I mean, because I really love Michigan. I really love, particularly, you know, the Upper Peninsula, but I've also, you know, I did also really enjoy our time out in the desert in Arizona.
Yeah.
You know, we had a lot of amazing people that we got to meet out there and hang out with there, and you know, there was a lot of things that we got to see, a lot of amazing hikes that we got to go on. So I don't know.
I don't know. It's so difficult because there's so many beautiful places over there that you're like, hi, Lissy Lou, how are you? I see you.
Yeah, and it's really, you know, as far as like getting away from civilization, definitely the desert.
Yeah.
Definitely well, I don't know. We kind of was away from the civilization in the UP. But we didn't really get to dive down into the wilderness of the UP the way I would love to be able to do. But maybe another year. Maybe another year. you know, one of the things that we've, you know, like when looking at our map, you know, we've not touched any of the upper northeast at all whatsoever.
We have not been in Utah yet. We have not. We wanted to.
We ended up going
there.
around. You're a figment of my imagination?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. We are a figment of your imagination, as are the alleged pictures that you had with Kevin. How about that?
We love you,
No, it's no, we are hoping the next time we go west to hit Utah, because part of my thing is I want to hit the salt flats. Yeah, that's my main thing. I want to hit the salt flats.
With us, everything can happen. Right, Lizzie? Everything can happen. We can be here today, but we don't know tomorrow.
That's true. We could be here today, and who knows? We could suddenly show up in Fort Worth next week.
Right?
Nah.
I know somebody who will love that.
I mean, she could also make the drive down here.
That's
next weekend
true.
Too. I mean,
since we already did
right.
drive to her area.
Right. I mean, she's not that far away. And,
No.
You know, it's
It's the same distance one way or another.
Right.
Utah was an amazing place for
Yeah.
us to RV. I cannot wait to. I don't know. I figured that Utah is kind of that open space and open places like the desert.
Like,
so
yeah, and we didn't. We crossed right. I mean, drove literally right past. Did not stop because of the way that things were going. Because of our issues in Snoqualmie, Washington, where we had to got delayed. You know, we were scheduled and planned to stop in the Badlands, you know, last year, but we didn't get to stop there. You know, that's something we still want to go back and hit. My work won't let me leave that long.
you know what? I'm gonna call your work and say, hey, I need this.
Hold on.
This Lizzie,
What does
Elizabeth,
your
whatever.
What does your work
I need
have
it
to,
for me.
Oh no, what does your work have to do with your off days? We're only a couple hours away. You got a lead foot. You'll be all right.
How you know she got a lead foot?
Her husband.
Oh.
She has a lead foot.
Gotcha.
What does he do for a living? She has a lead foot.
Okay.
I haven't met the spouse of one of those yet that doesn't have a lead foot.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So no excuses. None whatsoever.
So we are here. It's baby shower week. My husband has a lead foot, not me. Yeah, right.
Yeah, okay.
Whatever you just did. It's baby shower week. We are thrilled. I'm excited for this week to happen. She said he forget he isn't in his car.
Yeah.
Okay. And also, I'm gonna decorate the RV for Christmas.
So for those of you all that have been around, and just
And
a
knowing
reminder, and then those that haven't been around, we have always been in a battle as to when Christmas stuff goes up. Okay, for the longest time, just because the way, you know, my families were always, you know, Christmas stuff didn't go up till Thanksgiving. Like, that's what you did as a family, was put up all the Christmas stuff, you know. But then when we got together, somebody had issues with this, and so therefore it became like
The day after Thanksgiving.
it became like
Not this year.
it became like, you know, weeks prior to Thanksgiving, which, okay, whatever, it's at least the right festive season-ish. Okay, I can live with it. I don't like it, but I can live with it. Because then it was trying to be compromised. Okay, well, if we do up all the rest of the Christmas stuff, we don't at least do the tree until Thanksgiving. Okay, we compromised on that. We worked to get, you know, that became at least acceptable to her. Well, then she pushed before that, or right before we went full time, like she pushed to even do that before Thanksgiving. And it was like, oh my gosh, okay. So I started losing ground there. Well, now, because we went to the storage unit and started pulling stuff out of the storage unit to try to reduce that down even further, she's like, why not now? And I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. It's bad enough we violate Thanksgiving. Now you want to totally violate Halloween? She's like, well, I don't celebrate Halloween. I'm like, well, I don't really anymore either, because I don't really have anywhere to fully decorate. So like that. So I don't either. So I'm like, can we at least wait till November 1st? Can we at least wait till November? I was like, we're actually in a campground park right now, whatever. And it's like, you're going to confuse the little kids around us. She's like, no, I don't care. I want to do it.
But I say Christmas stuff should be year round. Totally agree. I love Christmas time. But this year, well, I already have my little Christmas tree in front of the RV already set up. Like if I want now to go and light it up, I can go now and light it up, because it's just extension cord and it's jingle bell, jingle bell. No, not jingle
What's
bell.
saving me is the fact that she doesn't know where the outside extension cord is.
I know where they are.
The one for that?
I'm sorry, yes.
The one for that?
Yes.
Where?
I'm not gonna say it, but I don't know what it is.
She don't know.
Yes, I
She
am.
don't know which one she should
Yes,
use.
I do.
Really?
Yes, I
The
do.
one that's safe for outside if it were to rain on it.
already has Christmas stuff out. And here, like, they already start putting...
She thinks she is Wally World with the stuff. Like, I'm like, what? She's like, oh, if Wally World's got it out, why can't I put it up?
Exactly. Why not?
Because that's marketing.
And
They're marketing ahead of time.
I'm gonna market and dream on Wheelz. But yeah, I'm in full Christmas mode. Full Christmas mode.
She don't even know where that is, Lizzie.
Oh yes.
Oh, you know where the duct tape is?
Yes.
Oh yeah, where?
Do you really want to know?
Go for it. Let's see if she knows where duct tape is.
Oh!
We're gonna do a replay on your show with Gina the other week. Where's the duct tape? Run! Oh, sorry. Old lady can't run. She just twisted something. Old age. Settling in. That's what you get for picking on me earlier. Uh-huh. She hasn't gone very far, y'all. She's just right off the camera. She's not far at all. Oh, I'm sorry. She's gotten about 3 feet away now. Oh, 4 feet and a half. Up.
Stop messing
up.
with her. Oh.
Who knows? Hey, Milo, you want to get back in the camera more, sir? Milo! Hey, want to wake up, say Pippi? Milo! You know you're sleeping on you're sleeping on the tablet, Milo. There's a tablet underneath this cat somewhere. Ay, ay, ay.
Hi.
That's a Dayami's head being silly. I'm gonna chop that off.
Hi. No! No! Gonna die, bro.
She probably is. See, yes, thank you, Perrin.
What?
Perrin agrees with me. Like, at the very least, let Halloween be over. I don't want to confuse the poor children.
Let them be. I thought they were there.
Ha ha! She can't find the duct tape. She doesn't know where it's at. Ha 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 ha. Na 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 boo boo. Ha 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 ha. That's painter's tape, not duct tape.
That's double-sided. Never mind.
Yep, duct tape's not in there. Duct tape's never been in that drawer. Those
Oh,
are the
I
only.
just know there's
Those are
tapes in here
those are
in
the only 2
general.
tapes that are in that drawer. Every once in a while, you'll find electrical tape in that drawer, but that's it. I mean, I'm okay with, because of what Thanksgiving leads into, some of the Christmas stuff going up to help, with the atmosphere of it. I'm okay with that. But, generally it was always, the only thing that went up prior to Thanksgiving was like the exterior lights, just because they can take time to put up and everything. So that was always the only thing that maybe go up right before Thanksgiving. But they didn't get turned on till Thanksgiving. You know, they would get set up in place. Didn't actually get turned on though until Thanksgiving, and then Thanksgiving Day, you know, while everybody's having dinner, whatever, either right before or afterwards, you know, you'd all go out, kick on all the lights, boom, good to go now, you know, and then start working on the tree. But that was just how I grew up with. That was our tradition of doing things. Didn't matter whether I was at mom's house or at dad's house. That's just how it was. I'm disappointed. I even bought her some and it's already gone. No, it is not gone. She just doesn't know where it is. But I do. I am in control of the duct tape. Ha ha. Can't take me up. Ha 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 ha. No, but it's yeah. She's broken me. I actually put her this little light up tree that we just found. Set it up because actually it's a perfect tree. Honestly, I couldn't argue when we saw it the other day. I could not argue. It's just lights, but it is the perfect thing that we can have on a mobile version, because my actual eventual goal is to do away with the storage unit when we have more storage capacity with us and weight capacity than what we currently have, by changing and upgrading the rigs. I want to do away with storage unit. So what we found, the box was like this long, like this tall, and about that wide. It all compacted down into that because it's just the light strings. What's up, Gina woman? How you doing? You got a Milo? Look, man. Lucky!
You have to tell Gina that
Look.
she's not being you for another cat.
Lucky! Gina's here. Lucky, say hi to Gina. Oh, you got a tail wiggle. Say hi to Gina. But yeah, Gina, she's trying to get another one already, and she's using you as the excuse for doing so. But yeah, so my goal is, you know, I want to make it to where everything we can be able to have with us at all time. No, Christmas after Thanksgiving, we did not put tree up until the 19th of December. Now, see, that's what we did at Mom's. Mom's, we did it that way. It was closer to then, basically the week before. But Dad's family, we mostly did it after that. Right?
Gina.
Christmas is an amazing time of year. How are situated for winter months in the RV? Do you use a lot of propane or standalone electric heaters? It depends upon where we're at. Okay, if we are in a campground where we can be plugged up, generally we are at one where electric is no extra cost, or it's very marginal extra cost. Like where we're currently at, the electric runs like 15 cents a kilowatt, which is not bad whatsoever. So like last year when we were here at this campground, we did not even touch the furnace at all. Our furnace is propane. We just used our space heaters, our electric space heaters, the entire time. Here, just for the fun of it. Just because. There's your little baby.
That's my little baby.
He is the baby. Well, the way he behaves is the baby. He's not the littlest one, but he behaves the baby. Yes, yeah, I'm talking about you, right? Yeah, you know I'm talking about you. Woo. I'm about to knock that off. There we go.
Gina, my daughter's cat just have 3 kitties.
So we are at a RV park up in, well, it's northern Woodlands, southern Conroe, you know. So that's where we are at right now. Yep, we've got a nice one here.
Hi, baby.
I mean, it's a budget-friendly place, I would say. It doesn't have huge amenities. We don't care about swimming pools, tennis courts, pickleball courts. You know, we don't care about all of that extra stuff. So we're not going to go somewhere and pay for those things that we're not going to use anyway. They've got a laundry room.
That's enough.
I got
for
full
us.
hookups. That's all I need. You know, I mean, as you see, we're at a spot. You see the traffic going by. We have chosen one of the spots. We were in another spot,
which was way quieter than what this is. But really, when we shut everything down, you don't really see or hear that much anyway from outside. So we switched over to this spot, and so we have no neighbors this side, and then we're able to have more room that way because we were able to push further over.
Yep.
Where we're at. So we got more spot.
I'm trying to convince him.
Hi, buddy.
The cats are so cute. Yes, you are a grandma.
Yeah, so I mean, we do have a propane furnace that does work, but we just try not to use it unless we're boondocking. Then we'll use it. But even then, I still don't use the furnace. Like, we have been we have been full time, technically, you know, truly full time since January 7th. For 2 years now, you know, for over 2 years now, and so we the whole time have never fired the furnace up the entire time to actually use it. I have fired it up a few times just to burn it out and clean it for just a few moments, but not to actually heat with. We've either changed our locations, or we've even been in places where temperatures drop down to the 40s. Temperatures drop down to the 50s.
Branson have snow even.
Well, we use the space heaters there, but I'm
Yeah.
talking about when we weren't at a campground plugged up.
Oh,
If we were somewhere boondocking, like when we were in the desert, there were times that we were in the desert that it was 80 degrees during the day, but it dropped down to 38 at night. And I wasn't going to kick on the furnace for that. We just bundled up.
Bundle up.
We just bundled up and dealt with it because
Everybody
guess what?
got socks in.
Why am I kicking on a furnace when as soon as the sun comes up, we're going to be hot again?
All the blankets, everything.
I do not have any information on that, Ivan.
But I think so. It's in Georgia because that's her home.
I think so.
The hometown. Yeah.
I think so.
Her home area. Hi, Bree. Sorry I'm late. It's okay, but you're here.
Hi, Bree. Yeah, see, Mike, we don't have that advantage. You know, it's one of the things, we don't get to make use of the military campgrounds. We don't have Thousand Trails memberships. We do have friends that have Thousand Trails, so we have friends that are staying up at Lake Conroe right now at Thousand Trails. But
That's way
it's
too
to
expensive
us.
for us.
It's just I don't have the money to put out for that kind of membership up ahead. If we did, you know, we would have, and yeah, we probably would use the heck out of it. But I don't. You know, I mean, doing the yearly fees and dues on that membership isn't bad. But there's just so many people that I've known that have had some issues when they suddenly get to campgrounds. You know, even if you are grandfathered in on your membership or this, that, and other with your rig, like we have an older rig. So there are some campgrounds that they don't care, you know, what the condition of it. Oh, it's over 10 years. Sorry, you're not coming in. Well, but I'm grandfathered in under the membership that, you know, they'll still, nope, doesn't matter. Sorry. Because they all still reserve that right of service, you know. So it's one of those, we don't want to take the chances, make all of our plans based upon knowing we're going to be staying somewhere, and then get there, and then suddenly they've changed their mind, or their policies have had to change, or whatever.
Yep.
You know, so it's...
Well, people, I have to go. I have to keep working on what I'm working. So...
Where are you going, ma'am? We're not done yet.
Sit back and be on.
No, you're not. You get back here. This live stream is not over, young lady. Where do you think you're going, young lady? Come back here.
Come back.
You see that?
Come back.
I just got abandoned. What just happened? When do we think? As soon as possible, really. But it's part of our thing is we've been looking around. We've got to find my goal. My goal that I'm currently reaching for and looking for is I'm trying to stick with finding something reasonable age within the 90s, particularly, just because of the way a cross between the engines that were in them and how the electronics were set up. A lot of the coach buses that were in the 90s have newer engines that you can still readily find plenty of parts for and will for quite a while because there's still some of the same engines used. But also by being that point, it was before a lot of switchovers on the way that they were doing the electronics to where the computers We're not managing all of your electronics to where you can actually, so they still are set up on, you know, either breakers or fuses on each individual system. So if something were on the chassis side of it suddenly trip or whatever, well, you've just got a fuse to go find or a breaker to go find to reset it and go through for diagnostics, instead of you've got to hook up a computer, have special software. Yeah, I don't want to deal with all that. But it also, by keeping in that, you know, you're also newer, but you're also pre-def requirements, def requirements for that started in 2007. Baby, you better get your daughter. She just said I won't have my bus until Liam is 20 years old. You better get her before I throw a chancla from here to the southern end of Houston and smack her in the head with it. Them's fighting words right there, young lady. Bus won't be till Liam's 20. Yeah, right. I don't think so. I'm not waiting another 20 years. Sounds like you've done your research. Yes, I have done a lot of research and trying to narrow down what's going to work best for us, you know. Now, but as I was saying, so a lot of what I've looked into, I can find. What's up, Roy and Becky? So a lot of the ones that I've been looking into, I can find some of them. Now they're on the higher mileage side, but considering most of those rigs will, you know, as long as they've been taken care of correctly the whole time, will hit 1 million miles, no problems. So some of the ones that I've been looking at have anywhere from 300 to 500,000 miles on them already in order to get the price down lower. But if I could find one for around 10 grand, that would be great. That fits all of our needs and is not bad off. I do see them all the time. It's just sometimes there's one issue or another on it. So it can be found. Particularly looking at like with because of the cost being lower, because you know with your main three, like on the coach buses, you've got Prevost, Van Hool, and MCI. Prevost, I can keep on dreaming. I'm not going to have the budget for that. I wish, but no. And that will also have parts readily available. So like Prevost, that's way out of my budget. Van Hool, every once in a while I'll see one, but most of the ones, unfortunately, that I find on the Van Hools, somebody has damaged the heck out of the body, and it's going to require too much work. Or if I find a great body, they've just absolutely, wherever it was, it's rusted the heck and back. But the main one that I find most of the time that would fit within our budget is going to be MCI. So you're looking at like the MCI 9s or the MCI 12s, some of the MCI 10s, but mostly like the 102 DL3s is one in particular that I'm really looking at, but I'm not shutting myself off to any of them. You know, now if we were to go anything prior to the 90s, then, you know, I'm looking at, there were some of the Bluebirds in the 70s, and, you know, some of the Eagles as well. Like there's one that, you know, we've talked about actually going to look at that's, it was a 78? No, it was an 81 Eagle. That's not all that far away. We talked about going to look at just to see, because we got to put hands on at each one of these different models to truly find out what we want and then what we will accept to work with. Yeah, you're studying up on the schoolies too. And that's the other thing. With like the schoolies, there are activity bus schoolies out there that have that full underbelly storage. Now, we wouldn't be able to do like we talked about with the bedrooms down below for the kids. They would have to be upstairs. But if we're not totally shutting ourselves off to that either, because if one were to fall in our laps at the right price, at the right time, and everything else, with all that kind of storage underneath, you know, it is what it is. You know, if the universe says this is what you get and what you're given. Yeah. When he is 20 and yeah, we'll be in wheelchairs. Then you better come drive me around. We're probably going to buy from AAA in Phoenix if we don't end up in a Prevost. I don't know. Man, I wish... I wouldn't mind having a Prevost, but just because of the parts availability on theirs, the same as like with the MCIs, and you know, so many of them are still using the same transmissions and engines, you know, for a lot of their parts, not the entire thing being the same, but you know, it's readily available. We do currently pull our Expedition behind the RV. So, yeah. Yeah, so we totally pull our Expedition now. We weren't when we first started full time. We've only been just since, it's now technically April, been pulling the Expedition. But it has made a huge difference in cost. It's reduced our cost because we were driving separately. So it definitely has been helpful. I wish we would have gone ahead and sucked it up and spent the money to have that done prior to, yeah. Well, okay, so our chassis is set up that the it's an 18,000 pound chassis, and we are able to, our gross vehicle weight is 18,000, and our gross carry weight is 26,000. The RV totally empty with full gas and everything is only like 5,500 pounds. So we've got plenty of room to be able to flat tow the Expedition. Yeah. What's up, Susan and Jim? Made some new friends. Jim's always making new friends everywhere he goes. He needs friends. He has no friends. What's up, Ellsworth Carl? How's my Lacey doing? I used to build the Royal Coach. I have painted many celebrities' coaches in the early 90s. Yes, yes you did. You can come paint my rig. You can paint my rig, Roy. What's up, Lucky? What? You looking for friends? Talking about Jim needing friends. You looking for more friends outside? There are a few of the stray cats here at the campground that apparently Lucky has taken some entertainment to, and he likes watching them. He stands guard. Lucky, freeze. But yeah. So we've definitely got a road cut out for us and what we're gonna do. And where's the pretty one? Well, she's in the back. She has shirts that she has to get done. Don't you, dear? Yes. She's behind schedule and has to get those shirts done. Finished done, I should say. Milo, here. I need you gotta be right here. You gotta be my co-pilot. There's a nice Eagle for sale in Havasu. See, and the thing is, like, that's the other thing is a lot of the ones that we're looking at as well, I don't want them to be converted yet. They could be emptied out. They can be gutted or whatever, or not. But I don't want them to be converted yet, because part of our thing is, if we're doing this, we're trying to do this, is that's more than likely going to be our forever rig that we're going to work towards, hopefully. But instead of the limitations of like the renovations in here, what's up, Renee? What's up, Cat? Where there was only so much we could do just because the way that RVs are done, you can't fully gut without totally tearing everything down to the floor. We want to be able to make this layout the way that we truly want it to be. You know, we want our kitchen where we want it to be, our bathroom to be where we want it to be. So we want to be able to do it how we want it to be. I don't want to take something that somebody else has already put a lot of work in as far as build up, and then be tearing stuff out. You know, that they've already built a bedroom, or already built a living room, or built a kitchen or whatever, or oh, they decided to put the water stuff here or there. You know, I don't want to get something that's like that only to be tearing it out, because then personally I feel like I'm throwing money away to tear down, at least when it comes for the bus, to tear down what somebody's already done. You know, I feel like I'm tearing away value of something that's already been built up. Right, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's like saying, you know, I mean, if I could find me a gutted Prevost that was within my budget, I wouldn't mind it. I certainly wouldn't mind it, you know. I mean, you can always find a unicorn every once in a while. You know, there's, you know, the funny thing is, like, there's what was it, the four or five window, no, it was the 8 window flat nose. I think it was 8 window flat nose, rear engined schoolie that we've actually come across. What was it, 3 of them that we've come across since we were told about it? People are like, oh yeah, it's a unicorn in the schoolie world, you can never find them. And we found 3. So I mean, you know, it seems like if it's not what you're looking for, you can find it. What's up, Jim? Speak of the devil. How you doing, buddy? Did you break anything today? Tear anything apart? Hey, what's up, Alaska? How you doing? You coming to say hi to people? You say hi to people? Look, there's people right there. Look. Quit looking at the floor. Look at people. Say hi. Oh, there you go. I didn't see your pretty eyes. There you baby. Okay, go on. I know. You're not wanting to socialize right now. She's mean. She doesn't like to socialize very much. Unless it's her choice. What's up, Georgianne? How you doing? Yeah, estate sales are the best. Yeah, I mean, it's... You never know. I mean, that's one of the things. It's like we don't want to rush on it, but keeping eyes and options open. You know, it's like with everything that there is, whether it's an MCI or a Prevost or a Van Hool or, you know, a schoolie. You know, we have gotten to where we have ideas within each one of those, you know, brands, or whether it's an Eagle, you know, each one of those brands and styles, you know, that would work for us, you know, to fully do. 40 or 45. Haven't really, I mean, I don't want, like, you know, it's one of those, I don't want to say, oh, I only want a 40 or I only want a 45. 40 or 45 is kind of the way it's working out. Would be what we would prefer to really take care of everything, and it's really just going to depend upon the final model as to what it can be or what it's going to do. You know, obviously if bin space is limited in the way that the bins are designed, then, you know, it needs something a little bit longer, you know. But we'll see. We'll see. Looking at another RV, you know, time to now move on up. Yeah. Yeah. You should, Jim. You need a new rig, because Susan made comment about it earlier over on Adrian and Ruth's, you know. You need a new rig because you need room for more vinyl and crafting stuff for Susan. Susan needs more crafting space. Susan needs a crafting room, Jim. Susan needs a crafting room. Yeah, yeah. And if you got a bus and converted a bus, Jim, you could do some really amazing insulation to where Susan could turn the RV into a refrigerator the way she needs it to be, and have very minimal air conditioning because the insulation was so well, you know. Yeah, that could work. That could work really good. Wow, pretty long, but well, we're already in a you know, our Class A is already a 35, and most of those coach buses that we're looking at are, you know, 40 to 45 footers anyway. So wouldn't be that problem. It's time for an HDT with a toy hauler and an 80-inch TV. Jim, you don't need an 80-inch TV. You leave your TV on all the time. You don't need a TV that big. That's too much power. Too much. New Horizon needs a new golf cart. Yeah, no, they just need a purple truck or a purple bus to go with their golf cart. See, and that's the other thing, Jim. If you got a bus, you know, if you got one that had the wheelchair lift on it, Susan could just drive over to the wheelchair area, open the hatch, drive the cart out onto it, lower it down, drive around the campground with Tucker, and then drives it back onto the lift the cart right back into the bus, and drive on. Yeah, she wouldn't have to worry about falling downstairs again. Yes, yes, needs a craft room, for sure. Oh, fancy golf cart riding. Have you come across a good deal on a finished Prevost, especially one that you painted in the 90s, you're jumping on it? I mean, well, that would, yeah, but are you jumping on it because it's going to be laid out the way you need to be laid out, or just jumping on it because of sentimental value because you painted it? I mean, you can recreate any one of your paint jobs, Roy. That's why a toy hauler would be nice. Yeah, but with a, I mean, it's not as easy for her to just hit a button and everything works on an actuator. You know, a toy hauler, she's still going to need you to let down the ramp, open the door. Whereas, you know, something with a wheelchair lift on it, I mean, your little cart would fit on a wheelchair lift, easy peasy, and she could just hit a button, it opens it up, and take care of herself. I mean, she's still going to need you to drive the rig, Jim, but she would at least be able to let herself in and out, and, you know. Tucker would probably like riding on a wheelchair lift. Yeah. And that's the funny thing, you know. Susan likes to be where it's warm, right? Susan likes to be where it's warm, but she prefers her living room to be just slightly warmer than the refrigerator. So, yeah, how does that work out? More vinyl and craft supplies. Yep. See those bus chassis, you know, those, you know, especially if you got one like on a Freightliner chassis or something like that, man, hold a lot of weight on there. Hold a lot of weight on there. So it's time for someone else to drive you around. I mean, for the right fee, I got a driver for you in the other room. I'll hire her. You know, you can hire her. She can drive you. She's been trained. She won't hit any trees. It's just the two of us. You have bigger needs. We gave everything to the kids and left. You brought your kids. Yes, we have our kids, but you have your fur babies. So you still have to have, you know, floor space, and, you know, they might want their own beds. Maybe they want a bunk bed. Right? Right. I mean, it won't be that long before our kids are grown and out anyway. So that's part of why, you know, thinking about converting the front two bins to bedrooms for them to use, because then that way, like, when they're gone, those bin, you know, one of the two bins could be reconverted to be used for actual more storage space, while the other one would just be left as a bedroom because of like grandkids or whatever. But then that way the upstairs, that's laid out the way we need it. You know, that's laid out however we want it to be. All of our seating space for company to come over, or the kitchen space, you know, nice size bathroom, you know, whatever we want, huge bedroom, you know, however we want it to be, we can do all of that upstairs. And then, you know, the downstairs part be, you know, bedroom space that's, you know, I think looking at the square footage of it, they would enjoy that a lot more. And, you know, and that's one of those things, I mean, because when we're going down the road, obviously everybody's upstairs anyway. So then we've got the lounging area and everything upstairs for everybody to use while we're driving down the road. So, you know, because nobody be down in their bedrooms while we're riding down the road. Huh. A personal driver sounds awesome. Yeah, I've got one for hire. Starting price, what's your starting price, babe, to become a driver for Jim and Susan? 10 grand? Yep. So you just said, 10 grand, starting price. Not per drive, not per whatever. We'll work out the terms on when you got to send her back eventually. Which I have a feeling probably wouldn't take very long for you to send her back, Jim, because, you know, when she's around, Susan has a tendency to, you know, place orders online for supplies. No, Roy, I do not want a double-decker bus, but we'll kind of treat it sort of kind of like a double-decker bus. You know, we'll take, you know, 2 of the lower, because also depending upon, you know, it really does depend upon the bus, though. Because, yes, some of those coach buses have way more headroom. I'm going to call it headroom because I want to turn it to a bedroom. Way more headroom in the bin than other ones do, you know, because the headroom upstairs, you know, in the actual passenger area. 24/7, 365 days for 10 grand. Deal. That's what Jim said, babe. 24/7 for 365 days for 10 grand. I'm going to need that 10 grand up front, sir. Oh, yeah. Susan says, me and Yanai can Amazon Prime order. Hit those Prime days. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. Hey, Denise, how you doing? Check or cash? I know you, Jim, so I need cash. Because otherwise, I might send you a driver and, you know, you try to revoke that check before I can get it cleared. So I'm going to need that cash. Make it $15K if she makes ceviche and pina coladas. Well, see, Kat, that's where the 10 grand is the fee from Jim. Then there's special extra fees from Susan for those other items. Oh, yeah. That's the extra thing. Yeah. There'll be those extra fees that would happen. And no 1099, right? That's right. See, with a check, he tried to throw it on 1099. I don't think so. No. Cash only. The Everleys, if I remember correctly, that's their last name, Everleys. Yeah, the gray double-decker. They're actually currently stationary. They're the only really double-decker one I know on YouTube. Lacey, what's up, girl? How you doing, dear? I understand I thought you was probably in bed by now. I understood earlier I saw that you were supposed to be going to bed soon. Yeah, yeah, I had a fishing tournament and everything. Ooh, and today was a concert. Yeah. Did you have fun? But, but yeah, they, oh, I know she's looking for that package. I know. I'm pushing.
We are walking in that package.
I'm pushing. Yeah, we're cracking the whip on that. Cause I told her I can't wait no longer. I want to see the reaction videos. That's what I'm excited for. I'm excited for those reaction videos when that shows up. So I'm pushing for that.
We didn't change. That's why we changed the logo.
I know we did it. We had to do a whole change and had to wait on all that to come through because there's a whole new logo. Finally got that through. Got that done. Got that updated. Got all the babies on it. All the babies. All the rotten, all rotten, 3 of them. All 3 rotten babies. Ugh. Yeah, with that double-decker bus, like I've seen it in person. It is, you know, it's amazing the things that they've done, that the Everleys did. But they are right at, if I remember correctly, they are right at 13. I want to say they were right at the 13.6, but that's for the full length of the rig. Like, that's not just a section of them, you know. Is it okay? Here's how I know for sure. Roy, do they've got the downstairs bathroom that's right in the stairwell? If you remember the bus, there's a downstairs bathroom right in the stairwell right there. And then upstairs, they convert their bed is the playroom for the kids. What's up, Kelly? How you doing? But yeah, so I could not imagine. I mean, I know with what we're looking at, we, you know, are probably potentially, possibly, once solar and everything else is done, you know, I'm just in my head preparing myself for something that's going to end up being 12.6. You know, but it's, whoo. But it's, yeah, with all that stuff upstairs, downstairs, like the way theirs is, I don't know. I've watched that thing move, and it definitely, it weeble wobbles. What's up, Mo? Bang for your bucks. What's up, buddy? Marie says she wants pizza when you come over. You making me pizza, Marie? No. Right? No, she ain't making it. She ain't making it. And who said we're coming over? Hey, she told me I can't have a bus until Liam is 20 years old.
Oh, that messed up, bro.
Right? That right. So therefore, no.
That messed up.
Right. Right? Like I said, them fighting words. So, no, let's see. Jim says 10 grand cash if she has a clean MVR and can pass a drug test. And let's don't forget the background check. Oh, can she drive a clutch? So the answers are yes, 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 and she said, hell yes. It wobbles like Sarah, but we do fall down. Ooh, yeah. It really is something watching that bus move, man. Ooh. I don't know. Because, like, the driver's seat's like feels like it's like way down on the floor, and you've got all that above you. You know, I just don't know. Now I'm not gonna lie. I joked with her one day. I actually came across a double-decker bus. I came across one. It was older. It wasn't like theirs. It was an older style or whatever. That was a barn find. Somebody, through an estate sale, took over this farm property, and there was a double-decker bus sitting in the barn, so they were now listing this bus for sale. For its age, I think it was like 30 years old. For its age, 30, 40 years old, something like that. It looked immaculate, just covered in dust. But, you know, of course, that engine would need a total tear down and rebuild, and I joked with her and said, hey, I found us a double-decker. But it was only sat at 1210 is what it sat at, full height. Amazing. Lacey will be 3 months seizure free in 1 week. Awesome, awesome, awesomeness. Want to come hang out with you bus people and camping people? Why not? Why not, Kelly? Why not? Huh. Marie says sausage pizza. Nope, nope. You were mean to me, Marie. No pizza for you. You were mean to me. Yeah, I looked. It's them. Yeah. You haven't watched since Becky's been gone? Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're currently stationary right now with some school stuff and bus issues going on. He's gone back with school and gone back to school and working on the masters, and then yeah, yep, they are stationary. Susan wants pizza also. Does Travis get to driving to Florida now? So let's see. Susan wants pizza and pina coladas. Jim wants a driver. So let's see. If the fee for you is 10 grand, then the fee for this pizza delivery, what do you say, babe? An extra 7 grand for an emergency rush of pizza and pina coladas, right?
Whatever money you need.
And I just have to drop you off for a while and find the bus and start working on it?
Yep.
All right. There you go. 17 grand cash up front, Susan. You can have your pizza and driver. Our grandbaby is a boy. Baby Liam. What's that? Are we placing our skip the dish orders? Oh, shoot. Lordy. Oh, eating marinated tuna from the grill. Nice. Silly Owls. Man, you know what? I wasn't that impressed with Silly Owls. I mean, Yanai enjoyed it, but I wasn't that impressed with it. I don't know. I don't know. We've had way better in places, and I don't know. For what we paid, I wasn't that impressed. Oh my gosh. Susan says she's got the stuff for the pina coladas already. Okay. All right. Well, I'm seeing here we have been live for 65 minutes and 43 seconds. It's after time now. Do love all of you all. Appreciate you all for coming in, and those who went ahead and came in after I changed the time. Appreciate that. Because, yeah, that was an oopsie on my part. I know I tried to put it out. What was it, yesterday? I think I put it out and to give everybody plenty of time, heads up and notice, and then I messed up on the time, of course. Ha-ha! But I was here. I was prepared. I just messed up on what time the interview that we did earlier with RV Life with Adrian and Ruth. I love you too, Lacey. You have a wonderful evening, honey. And you keep it up. You keep it up. You can tell time. I can tell time. The problem is, I'm sure, yeah, I'm crazy. I know it. I know, Lacey. I am crazy. I'm a kook. That's why, you know, shenanigans all the time, yo. Shenanigans all the time. Hey, yeah, there's not many pizza joints in Quartzsite for competition. This is true. And I think that's one of the reasons why they don't have to worry about improving their quality of what they're doing, because they don't have very much competition there. They can do what they do. But thank you all for coming in. We love all of you all. We appreciate every last one of you all that has been helping us out, watching videos, commenting on videos, keeping up with what's going on. Thank you all the new folks that have come in today. All the old folks returning. We're trying to get back into being more regular with our live streams, because also partly our watch hours, of course, because we were gone for so long, the watch hours have definitely dipped, even though our views are still going up, but so many of that while we were gone was shorts. But we do have, you know, some of our regular videos that are going up more too. We appreciate all of it, but we got to push harder on our watch hours, because we have, yeah, we kind of let that slack a little bit with our live streams, because that was the main thing guarding all of our watch hours. But our videos are still going up, so we're still there. YouTube's still liking us, hasn't changed anything. So we thank you. We appreciate all of you all that have maintained your, you know, your memberships and everything. We love you. We're gonna try to. I gotta start getting back into getting some members only videos out there as well. For those of you all that have been faithful staying on those as well. Aw, Jim, I love you too, oh man. Yo, fart. Go curl up with Tucker. Lacey wants to get baby something Sesame Street. Okay, nothing wrong with that. Can't go wrong with that. But yeah, baby Liam. Absolutely. Well, we love all you all. Thank you. Love you. Bye-bye.